when you on top. Gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Chill.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booger bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even me that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act the fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, that on my bacon. Big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Cop a roof all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the state. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, though, until it levels out. I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'm a stud, no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, not me. I can never be the one you want to sub for. Money, that machine. The Ferragamo store. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte Black, liquor clean. That places in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Detroit!
Now Manziel. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Manziel. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now, Barney.
Now a play fake here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Gun!
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They start the drive with Anderson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Gun! All right, here we go.
Manziel. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Caught right side, Davis. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And now here come the Ravens. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Forced out to his left. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
No gain on the play there, second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he's hit and the ball comes out. Manziel lost it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. They'll set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it in midfield. From midfield, here's Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. This is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he's hit and the ball comes out. Manziel lost it, but it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He sets to fire deep. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I've played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Allen to throw it. Rolling to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Adam Shaheen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, right at the 15-yard line here. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formula. A streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's Allen. finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. First down, here's the run with Cook. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, Allen. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Watching that, Barney, Barney. Set. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They run again on first down. Cook might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen throwing on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure a revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now. But later, when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
The first down carry by Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
This quarterback now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is, you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. 36.
On second down, here's Allen. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out right at the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Manziel being chased out left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Now, Barney.
Allen off the play fake. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And the Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Gone! 22. Over!
From the gun, Allen dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Here's Manziel going deep downfield for Ross. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Leaping over him. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Watch him now, Barney. Set. Green, 39.
On play action, Allen uncorks one for Davis. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
10th carry now for Elliott. Shifts by him. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Manziel. And now here's another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who get 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Right back to him on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
To throw on second down. Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney.
Allen now operating from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Javon Hargrave with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing is Allen on third. Uncorks one for Davis. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And that will set them up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and goal. And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Ravens taking the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
They come out here in the eye. On second down, Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense, because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But just say 3 rushing touchdowns, and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they? Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Three down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Lucky 56.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it,
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats.